Hey friends, unfortunately this video is not good news. I'm making this video mostly for information purposes to make sure that you're aware that Becca Booth died on Christmas Day. If you're not familiar with who that is, Becca Booth is also Becca as in doing the work with Jay and Becca, which was a podcast that Becca and I did together. We have over 100 episodes out there. The cool part is that those 100 episodes have been downloaded over 67,000 times from all over the world. And so Beck and I were close, at least close during the time that we were doing that podcast. And so it's is obviously devastating for us and for all the people who love her. And I wanted to make sure that I've heard from some of you, and I really appreciate the notes and the texts and the emails. Those of you checking in on me, I really appreciate that. And I've been in communication with some of you who just didn't know. So I wanted to make sure, first of all, that you were aware that this is something that happened. Those of you who are fans of Becca's through the podcast, I also wanted to make sure you were aware. I did put a note on the Facebook page, but I wanted to make sure everybody got the notice. Second, for people who are local in particular, there is a memorial service I wanted to make sure you knew about. The memorial service is Friday the 13th from 4 to 6. Yes, Friday the 13th. I think she'll like that. From 4 to 6 p.m. at the Crafton Preyer Theatre here in Lawrence on campus. But most importantly, what I want you to know about is afterwards, we're having a gathering to raise a glass and toast Becca. And that will be at Murf's Pub on the side room of Murf's. The address is in this email, and we'll be there from 6 to 8:30 to raise a glass, have a toast, and maybe share a story. I know Becca well enough to know that if anything she would want after she died was for her and the people who knew her and loved her and her friends to gather, raise a glass, and share some stories. So that's what I plan to do, and I'd love to do that with you. If you can make it, I'd love to see you. Um, Lastly, I just want to leave you with, obviously this is devastating, and I'm kind of just in disseminating information mode right now. Um, I will be speaking at the memorial, and as I get my head around some of my thoughts about my time with Becca, the thing that I'm most resonant with, the most that so far has really, kind of gobsmacked me, is her stand to get my work, her stand to get my work out to other people, and her wanting to do that enough to put together a podcast and do all the work to create it so that other people had access to this work. And I'm so grateful for that. So I am doubling down on my motivation to continue that, to get my work out, to get transformational work out. And if you've ever done a seminar with us, I would invite you now to maybe pull out your Lean Inside, one of your Lean Inside workbooks, and read that letter from yourself to your small, or whatever it means for you to take this work to the next level for yourself. If you were to honor Becca in any way, if you felt like that was something that you wanted to do, that would be a cool way to do it, right? It's like really taking your own self-love to the next level, for example. So I just wanted to share that because I'm still head spinning over here, and it definitely reminds me how important it is to keep on keeping on, right? And we just never know. So hug the people you love, make sure that they know that you love them. I will share with you that I did get to see Becca before she died. We had lunch July 12th. So it was several months ago. It feels like just yesterday because time is weird. But I had lunch with her July 12th, and I at least know that the last thing I said to her was that I loved her and that I wished her well. And so I feel good about that. I also feel like she's real close by. So I also now feel like I'm going to have another angel slash guide pushing me to do my work. And there's nothing wrong with that. I want to leave you just because I think it's important to remind you, right? That your deepest fear is not that you're inadequate. Your deepest fear is that you're powerful beyond measure. It is your light, not your darkness, that most frightens you. You ask yourself, who am I to be gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? Your playing small does not serve the world. There's nothing, there's nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure. You're meant to shine as children do. You're born to make manifest the glory of the universe that is within you. And it's not just in some of us, it is in every one. So as you let your own light shine, you give other people permission to do the same. And as you're liberated from your own fear, your presence automatically liberates others. I hope to see you this week. If you're from out of town, if you'd like to check in with us, love to hear from you. Hug your people. You just never know. Love you. Bye.